Hamas and freeing our hostages in the south, and we also have many other challenges. But at the same time, we are building our country. Our country is special, and it also has a special city, Jerusalem. I'm here with the mayor of Jerusalem, Moshe Lan, our friend, and we want not only to build the future, but also to uncover the past, because they are intertwined. So one day I'm walking here. I walk a lot in Jerusalem, and I pass by the pool, and I see the mayor, and I say to him, Moshe, what is this? It's completely neglected. This is a pool that used to be Jerusalem's main water reservoir, built during the Byzantine period between the 4th and up to the 7th century. It served Jerusalem. And look at this. Look at the size of this thing. Have you ever seen a pool like this? It's huge, right? And my dream was that we would restore it, rehabilitate it, fill it with water, and it would become a world-class attraction. Another world-class attraction in Jerusalem. What do you think, Mr. Mayor?
I'm very much in favor. I actually adopted your suggestion several years ago, I must say. But now, on the eve of Jerusalem Day, we want with your help.
I know what you're going to say.
Yes, exactly. What can you do? There's nothing to be done. It's the budget. It costs money.
All right.
But we'll do everything as efficiently as possible. But it will definitely become a place that Jerusalemites will enjoy. So we will start planning. We'll talk about the details later. But we want to launch this. And it all starts with an idea. And then later on, it could become something that people from all over the world and from all over the country will come to see this wonderful place.
Prime Minister,
we are on Pilgrim's Road in the city of David. An incredible story. Take a look at the paving stones for a moment.
all right.
These are the very stones our ancestors walked on. They would go down there to the pool of Siloam, immerse themselves, then walk up the street all the way to the Temple Mount and pray at the temple.
Amazing.
Did you know about this?
I didn't know about this.
It's amazing what happened here. By the way, during the Roman revolt, the Great Revolt against Rome, Jews hid beneath these stones. There's a drainage channel here.
Wow.
The Romans came, searched for them, and stabbed them. We found a very beautiful Roman sword, really. Amazing. What a battle took place here. It's as if we lost Jerusalem, but we didn't lose Jerusalem, because it was always at the forefront of our minds, and we returned and liberated it. Today, the old and new Jerusalem are in our hands, and they will always remain in our hands.
Prime Minister, as a Jerusalemite, when you talk about Jerusalem, is there a conflict of interest here?
Apparently so, because today we made a series of decisions, just as I do every year on Jerusalem Day, and we allocate a lot of money and many resources for the benefit of Jerusalem. Yes, I've been in a conflict of interest since I was 2 days old. I started on Sunday, the first day of my life. I was in Tel Aviv. My mother brought me to Jerusalem during the austerity period, and since then I'm a proud Jerusalemite.
Prime Minister, there's been a lot of talk about the whole issue of harm to democracy and the rule of law.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about all the officials who are talking about this topic?
Yes. The greatest harm to democracy and the rule of law is when the law is not implemented and when elected officials are not allowed, according to the law, to fulfill the law. According to the law, the Prime Minister brings the appointment of the head of the Shin Bet, the government, the members of the Cone Committee to me, and there are no delays. It's very interesting, okay? I appointed for a limited time because it later turned out it wouldn't work out, Major General Sharvet. Major General. All right? A man of many achievements in the Navy, not from the Shin Bet. I didn't hear a word. Not about an investigation, Cater, not about a conflict of interest, nothing. The moment I appointed Major General Zimi, suddenly there's a conflict of interest, the rule of law. That's not the rule of law. Those are excuses. Those are obstacles. Now,
But they claim there's no such thing. They claim there's no such thing as selective enforcement.
No, there's no such thing. You know why? Because it's not selective. No investigation is needed. If it comes from the right, it's unacceptable, and if it comes from the left, it's fine. It's not selectivity. Selectivity would mean there's an act of choosing. Here, there's no choosing. It's automatic, autopilot. From the right, it's forbidden. From the left, it's allowed. Everything is allowed. Everything is allowed. You can appoint a chief of staff 5 days before the government changes. That's allowed. You can do anything. No conflict of interest. All the decisions of the previous government, the legal advisor who herself was in conflicts of interest, approved one by one at jet speed. Here, every single thing, every decision, there is absolutely no authority to cancel this. The appointment of the head of the Shin Bet. And there is the entire requirement of Israel's security during a time of intense war. We need a permanent head of the Shin Bet, not an acting one, and not all the tricks they're trying to pull against the law, against democracy, against the will of the people.
Prime Minister, regarding the war objectives, victory, there are many who claim that there is some stagnation in achieving the goals of the war, the return of the hostages.
Right now, the IDF is carrying out a very intense operation in the Gaza Strip, and we also have to deal with the accusations of this is something that is being discussed in the public sphere. We're doing everything to defeat Hamas and to bring back the hostages. And unfortunately, in the meantime, we are being accused of all sorts of things. But is the drawstring the one that holds it? A matter of public discourse? And as for the main thing, I hope very much that I will be able to share some good news on this matter. And if not today, then tomorrow we're not giving up. Prime Minister, there is another claim being made that when you change the composition of the negotiating team, more hostages will return. Maybe it's actually the opposite, as has already been said. After we changed the negotiating team, we managed to bring back 25 hostages. Before that, we didn't succeed in doing so. For many long months, nothing happened. Only when we changed the negotiating team and delivered a very strong military blow did we...
Jax.handcraft.
Inside, what am I supposed to give up? If they stop the war for me, I'll stay inside, and I can carry out this massacre again and again. I can slaughter, I can kidnap. We will not agree to this. We will release our hostages, and we will win the battle. Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Thank you very much. May you be rewarded, Yamoshan, and you will get through this. Remember, if you go all the way, you reach the goal, right?